What's going on, y'all? This is Plainly Bitcoin back with another video. Trying to educate y'all on the cryptocurrency space, the Bitcoin space, Trying to let y'all know, educate y'all, trying to prove to y'all that this is the future and we just getting started. It ain't really started. Yeah, it's like 15 years old. It's $1 trillion market, but there's over $100 trillion in the world. Still got a long way to go, believe it or not. I'm gonna prove that to y'all in this channel every way I could do it, only way I know how. So today we got an article about world RWA's real world assets. This church is trying to tokenize a church. But I guess it's a church that they rent, but they're trying to buy. So they made a token to raise money within the community, trying to raise the money like 2.5 million to buy the church. But when you do stuff like this, you gotta watch out because your coin has to be. You have to make sure it's decentralized. You have to make sure that the right person has the right amount of supply. Because if you give out too much of the supply, and then it can easily get taken over by someone that you don't know if they have the right amount of money. In this case, it doesn't really take. People got millions out here. It really doesn't take a lot for someone to take over, like the coins, if you have too much of the supply out. So cryptocurrency ain't perfect, man. But I know we on the right path. But if you ever do a project, come out with your own coin, you can't flood the market with the coins. You have to hold the coins, you know. But I know there's blockchains out there that have a way, that are working to make sure that your coin is decentralized. That's the goal. But right now we just have to have faith, that these coins that are gonna do what they say. This is also the beginning, man. We're gonna work out the kinks. If someone is willing to tarnish their image, then they're gonna do that. You know, but we definitely on the right way. Like Ethereum, you know, it could easily be way more centralized, but it's not. It's decentralized. You know, Bitcoin will never have that problem. Bitcoin doesn't have these problems at all. It has to be decentralized by the protocol, by the way that the protocol is built, the code, the way the code is. Like, everybody knows that. That's why this big money is in it. Like, they did their research and they see that Bitcoin is decentralized and it can never be centralized. But these other coins, you got work to do. But there's a lot of good projects out there, you know, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of good people out there, man. There's also a lot of bad people. So let's get into this article, y'all. Colorado church group tokenizes $2.5 million chapel. This may be the first tokenized church in the world. A network of affiliated churchgoers called the Colorado House of Prayer has tokenized its main chapel in an effort to purchase the $2.5 million building. The pastor heading the project, Blake Bush, said he was compelled by a higher power to use blockchain technology as a tool for advancing the group's mission, tokenizing the building. According to a report from Forbes, Bush's congregation and other church groups had been renting the building from its owner, a local business person who owns a car dealership. The 11,000 square foot building, called Old Stone Church due to its stone exterior, was purchased by its current owner in 2022 at a cost of $2.2 million. Reportedly, Bush and the Colorado House of Prayer group intended to purchase the building for $2.5 million. Bush said he came up with the idea of tokenizing the building, putting it on the blockchain as a digital asset that can be split into shares after a spiritual experience. I heard the Lord say, tokenize the building, Bush told Forbes, later adding that he had been praying for this for years and that God had told him to go get my house. Blockchain and real estate. In order to accomplish his holy mission, Bush and the group created Stonecoin, a digital asset used to raise money for the purchase of Old Stone Church. The coin is tied to a real estate token created by Reed Tokens and running on the Polymesh private blockchain. Like any tokenized project, the results will depend on the amount of positive token flow and reactive value. The project is reportedly seeking investors after having raised about half of its goal. In the future, the token's board, which includes Bush and other religious leaders, as well as the mayor of a nearby town, plans to open up token sales to non-parishioners. While this could potentially put the digital asset ownership at risk of an outsider takeover, Bush does not appear to be too concerned about that. When presented with that notion, for example, Satanists could end up making a run on the church's tokens, Bush quipped at that he'd be grateful. Let's introduce you to Jesus. Yeah, like I said earlier in the video, yeah, that could be a problem. That's why you gotta make sure you control the supply. I mean, it's a small problem. You just gotta control the supply, and then you just gotta have, like 3 or 4 people. You can't have one person that has control of the supply. It gotta be 3 or 4 people. And like I said, this is the future. Tokenizing assets makes things so much cheaper for people. It does a lot of things. It can bring down the cost of things, put more money in everybody's pockets if we start adopting blockchain for things like this. And then that will bring down the total the debt that this country has and the world has by technologies like this. This is a financial blockchain is a financial instrument that has been in the works for decades. This really ain't no new thing. Blockchain has been around for a long time. People have been trying to make Bitcoin since the 70s and the 80s. People have been trying to come out with a peer-to-peer network, and someone finally did it. But it's not over. We still got other things we got to do. And my calling is to educate people on this, because this is the future, y'all. There's so many benefits to blockchain technology, and all you got to do is just put a little bit of your savings, treat it like a bank account. Buy some Bitcoin, y'all. Buy some Ethereum. Buy some XRP. This is not financial advice, but you have to start looking at these things because inflation is not going anywhere, y'all. That's going to do it for this video, y'all. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.